It's so hard to time.
It's hard to time, and also with the virtual background, the smoke only fills your body and face, so it looks like you're just blowing a perfect, like James-shaped cloud of smoke.
Pretty dope. Welcome, stoners. Welcome back to another episode of I'm Too Effing High. I'm your high host, James Mastreani. Really excited to have you guys here. I'm nice and high. And if you're not familiar with this show, all the way through it, it won't stop, but that's a part of the charm of it. If you're not familiar with this show, this is the show where we get comedians high on marijuana and have them do comedic challenges to prove that cannabis makes everything funnier. That's the show. We've been doing it for 4 years now. Check out I'm2FNHigh.com for more information on the podcast, which comes out every Tuesday, or the live streams that we do every Tuesday and Friday at 6 p.m. And also check out the website for any information about upcoming things that we're going to be doing at I'm2FNHigh.com. But with me, as always, my right man. My right man.
My right man.
Not my wrong man. My right man. Blue Dream.
Uh-oh. Can you hear that? You can't hear that.
Through the speakers.
Oh man, sorry. This fucking I always get like way too high on that final puff right before we start the show.
And then you forget all your tech.
Just forget how to do anything.
Yeah. It's understandable. That's a part of the show. We embrace the messiness on this show, right?
Mm-hmm.
How are you, DJ Blue Dream?
I'm all right. I'm pretty high, you know. That's nice. I'm looking forward to the show a lot. Two guests, people I really enjoy, and also just two of the funniest comedians we know. So that's great, always.
I'm so excited. I'm a huge fan of both of our guests. I think they're both so funny, and they've both been on this show before, and they've been a blast. I'm so happy that they're back with us.
How are you doing? How high are you?
I'm pretty high, man. I'm pretty high. I'm floating around at 8, I would say. You know, I smoked a whole bowl. I smoked half a joint, took a couple hits of a vape, did a little bit of an edible, only 5 milligrams though. But, you know, you add it all up and it starts to, you know, make you high.
Yeah, that's quite a smorgasbord.
Yeah. And quite an enlightening statement as well. Thank you. You know, it is one thing I will say, DJ Blue Dream, is I'm high and I'm excited to be here and do this comedy show. I do, you know, it is a little bit of a weird day to be doing a comedy show with everything that's going on in the world. You know, but we're going to move forward with it, and we're still going to do this show. This show promotes justice for George Floyd, of course. And, you know, normally we promote, you know, when we did this show, we have a Patreon in the corner of the website. But actually, if you check and you're watching this live stream, we have, there we go. Please check these organizations out. Donate if you have a buck. If you don't, spread words. Tell people about these organizations, and try to fund them for a really tough situation that you know continues to happen. So please check those out, and you know, justice for George Floyd for sure.
Yeah. You know, we tend to start the shows often by talking about how the show is also a cannabis advocacy show, and we usually try to support organizations that involve decriminalizing weed, getting justice for people who were unfairly imprisoned at various points, and we've supported those organizations. I think it's if you've been a viewer of the show and supported any of those in the past, please consider turning your generosity to one of these today. Because it's heartbreaking. It's just there's almost no words. Yeah.
It is. And it does feel a little bit relevant, doing this show, because just to piggyback off what you said, like I feel like diving even deeper. I was always a lover of cannabis, but starting to do this show, we dove deeper into the world of cannabis, the industry of it. We started to learn more and more stuff. And, one of the things that just always stayed there, learning more and more, was just the absolute injustices, and especially involving Black people and people of color and poor people. And so, it is a little bit of a theme on this show that we've talked about before, and we'll continue to talk about as well.
Yeah. So, with that somber note, we hope to just elevate all our spirits for a little bit, and get high with some very, very, very funny people.
Absolutely. We've got some good vibes coming. We've got some funny comedy coming. We've got some weed coming. So it's going to be a good show. It's going to be a really good show.
For our viewers. What's up, Machu? Welcome. Someone just said they finally made it in time for a live show. Stoned and living.
Please, welcome.
Please, hit us up in the comments. Let us know what you're smoking. It's always nice to hear from you.
And once we get our two guests here, you can lead us in a little prayer. But first, before that, let's welcome our two amazingly funny and also stoned comedians. They both have been playing together on the same comedy ensemble at the Upright Citizens Brigade, JV, which is one of my favorite ensembles at UCB. Please welcome Genetra, Tull, and Nick Mandernach.
What's up?
What's up, guys?
What's going on?
Sorry.
Had everyone just dropped their guard?
Yeah. Sorry, we caught you in the middle of a karate lesson.
All good. It's all good. It's all good. You got it. You got it. Coming at you guys, just letting you know where I'm at.
Yeah.
It was pretty impressive.
Welcome, you guys. How you doing?
Hey.
Doing all right. I'm doing all right.
Yeah. Super excited to have you guys back. And so, both of you guys have been on the show before. And so you've gotten high with us before. We've talked about, your relationship to cannabis and everything. Where are you guys with it right now, and how high are you right now? Genetra, we'll start with you.
Okay, great. I would say I'm at a 7 as far as how high I am. And I feel like it's still going up. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little like, okay, this is where we are.
Let's ascend. Let's climb.
I mostly use cannabis medicinally. I get migraines. I've mentioned that before.
That's right.
And if I catch it quick enough, it'll stop it.
Yeah.
So and I would say now in this quarantine time, I've been using it more because.
Yeah, me too.
Oh yeah, me too as well.
Yeah.
I like the way you put that too. I've been using it more because.
How else are you supposed to get through this? Anybody getting through this sober is not coming out of this healthy.
Yeah. Yeah. We're going to be like...
I'm kidding, of course.
They were
Anybody watching this that is sober, I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you. I'm totally projecting. I'm projecting. Well, welcome back, Genetra.
Thanks for having me back.
Yeah.
And they'll also say, if you're not overeating right now, to the suckers, to the
you're
fools,
not coming back from this a normal person.
to the fools who are not overeating.
If you are not walking to your refrigerator at 1 a.m. every single day and finding a block of Tillamook cheese and putting it in your mouth.
Fancy.
Okay.
Tillamook?
Nice.
Tillamook is so good. Oh.
How about you, Nick? Where you at with cannabis these days?
Yeah, so it's interesting. We're talking about our quarantine relationships. I hadn't really been doing it, but in quarantine, we have a very messy and inconsistent relationship where 4 days on heavy, just like heavy 4 days, and then don't see each other for weeks, and then just as if I'd never done it, in my life. We just doing, and then I come back. So it's all over the place. It's messy. It's inconsistent. It's hot. It's
something a guy would do if he was cheating on his wife.
Yeah. It has that sort of pattern to it.
Like hot and heavy. We can't do this anymore. I'm married. I love my wife. Back off. Then you're at the office one day. You're bored. You're like thinking about your mistress. You start texting. Hot and heavy.
As I'm thinking about it, maybe I do love her actually. And then in this moment, just I would say a cool and easy 6. Cool and easy.
I like that. Cool and easy.
Yeah.
6.
Cool and easy.
Cool and easy.
And I just gotta say, if you're not getting out of this quarantine cool and easy,
you're not coming out of it normal.
You're not coming out of it.
Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. I'm really glad to have you guys here. DJ Blue Dream, I meant to have you do it earlier. Do you want to lead us in a quick prayer here?
Absolutely. Now that our guests are here, if you're I think you might have done edibles, so you don't need to, but if you're in our audience and you would like to join us in our sacred moment at the beginning of every I'm Too Effing High, the beautiful simultaneous toke, the moment that makes your day disappear for a while and you have some fucking fun with us. Go ahead and join us, please, in the simultaneous toke. Delicious.
So nice. Oh, yeah. And I am now over an 8.
All right.
I made it over an 8.
you did it.
I did it. It's so weird that I know that feeling because I really do. Like I've thought about it enough, or at least on this show as well, like done it enough that I'm like, I know what an 8 or above is for me.
Right.
Yeah. Just viscerally in my body. I can't even describe it. I don't even know how to describe it.
It's no longer subjective though. And at that point it becomes like pH, almost like a pH.
Totally.
Meter.
Yeah.
It's definitive. These are definitive 8s.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
We
Totally.
don't need other.
Let's get to our first segment here, you guys. Get to our first segment of challenges.
All right.
And this first segment is called the hypothetical situation.
Hypothetical situation.
The hypothetical situation is basically you guys are high, and I'm going to give you guys a hypothetical situation. You're going to act that hypothetical situation out. And the theme for this is, it's funny to tell you how we came up with this theme. Genetra, we know you're from Colorado. And Nick, we know you're from California. And so we were like, what is the first thing that we think California and Colorado have in common? And the first thing that came to our mind collectively, and what do you guys think it is? I'm curious.
I think it's marijuana. I think it's 420.
It's close.
Yeah.
I mean,
good.
Marijuana, it's not what it is, but marijuana would definitely be up there.
I think it's the letter CA. Yeah.
Yep. That's why DJ Blue Dream his idea was not brought on this page at all.
Mine was Carl. My idea was it should be Carl. C-A-R-L.
It's not a theme. It's a person's name.
And for me, okay. So the thing that they both have in common, feet-wood sports between surfing and skiing, having wood on your feet and as a sport.
Close. Also
really good. Well, we went with hiking.
Okay, cool.
Which you could also argue is something every state has in common. I feel like people hike in every state.
But there's pretty great hiking.
Can you hike in Kansas?
Here's a question. Can you hike in a flat state? Can you hike if it's flat?
Ooh.
That's a really good question.
I think I would say, to me, hiking, I think as long as you're walking in nature, I would say I think I would call that a hike. I think that's what I think it tells you is the spiritual intent of what you're doing, which I think on a hike often is to the same way that, like, I don't know, like can you hike up like those steep San Francisco streets? Would you call that a hike? Probably, if you're joking.
I would call that a walk.
Right.
So maybe hiking, I guess, now that going off of what Nick said, I would say like maybe if it's off trail, if it's like not paved, maybe that would be considered. Now you're hiking.
Okay. This is a good, yeah.
So it's a pretty flexible definition, or at least different people have different.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear from any of our viewers. If any of our viewers are experts or know the exact definition, please let us know.
And speaking of which, Matthew is, I guess, might be smoking the exact same thing you are, Genetra, or that you did, something sunset, right?
Yeah, tangerine, I want to say.
Oh, okay. They're having a sunset sherbet, which I think is half of what yours is. Like
honestly, we might be having the same thing. We might honestly be having the same thing. Okay. So.
Maybe. Cool. Weed buddies. Making weed buddies on the same vibe.
I love it.
Someone called Leland Bowden says, I think anything that's on a trail equals a hike.
Oh, yeah.
It's got to be a trail. That makes sense.
And that's Leland Bowden, of course, our friend of the show.
Yeah. Hi, Leland.
Hello.
Yeah, lovely Leland. So hiking is the theme. And Nick, you're going to go first.
Great.
Right? So Nick, you are an enthusiastic hiking guide. Normally you work, but right now, because of quarantine, you're not leading any hikes.
Mm-hmm.
So to stay in practice, you have been running guides through your apartment. And you are going to lead a hiking guide through your apartment right now. Make sense?
Cool. That makes sense. I love it.
Perfect. Nick Mandernach.
All right, guys. Welcome. How's everybody doing? Everybody stretched out? Nothing too vigorous.
We're all good.
Yeah, we're good.
You guys are good? Awesome. Nothing too vigorous. So you guys, welcome. So we are at my Los Feliz studio. Just great to have you guys, and let's go ahead and get some moving. Let's go ahead and get some blood through our bones. So we're gonna start over here, and we're just gonna slow down for a second. I just wanted everyone to take in a clearly decorative bookshelf. Now, one of the things that we know that it's decorative, and part of its beauty is its lack of function. So clearly, this is the bookshelf of a person who does not read their books, and you know that because if you try to take one out, the entire system collapses. But again, it's a beautiful sight, and when we're on these tours, we want to make sure that this is a lot about nature appreciation. Now take a look behind me. No one get scared. This is a mirror. and there's a circular mirror. And now here's the thing. A lot of places and apartments might have this exact target circular mirror. And as we go, and as we continue, here we have a nice vista. We have a gorgeous vista. And what we're going to see, and as you're coming, as you're taking a look, this is going to look a lot like the side of an Italian restaurant. It's going to look a lot like that. It's going to have kind of an industrial feel, and so you're going to really want to take care of yourself if you end up going off path and into the spaghetti restaurant, the Italian restaurant. You're going to want to make sure to be careful, because there is just a lot of trash, which I assume to be thrown out pasta. We have an authentic Catherine Leon here, so we want to make sure we're taking that in. We're going to keep moving. We're going to keep blood through our bones. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. We're going to avoid these the spots where I can't even keep snacks because my portion control is so bad. Can't even buy them. I can't even have them. And then we're going to make our way, and we are right back around. This was a loop. This was a 2-mile loop. Right through. So thank you guys all so much for coming out. We really appreciate you guys, and thank you so much for keeping space, keeping distance. Want everybody to keep it safe. All righty, you guys.
Great.
Oh my goodness.
Lovely place, Nick. Love it. That was great. So Genetra, you're gonna go next.
Didn't say thing?
No. So actually, Genetra, I'm gonna give you a little bit of a quick little scavenger hunt, just to show how raw and improvised this truly is. This is all just happening off the cuff. All right.
Yeah. In case our viewers are watching and we're like, this looks too polished. Like these two hosts are just too.
Yeah.
Have it all together.
You were thinking,
rehearsed.
That last bit. Nick worked weeks on that last bit.
Weeks on that. Rehearsed. Thoroughly rehearsed. Thoroughly rehearsed.
Genetra, I need you to find 3 items, because these items are going to play into your situation, okay?
Okay.
1 item is blue.
Okay.
1 item is about the size of your head. Okay. And 1 item is from your refrigerator.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
You got this.
Did I put this on to where it just says my name, or you're just going to see dead space for a little bit?
You're fine. We'll talk to Nick while you're gone. Yeah, you can
Cool.
Yeah. So Nick, are you nervous right now? Are you nervous that maybe Genetra's going to find 3 really funny items for this?
God. I genuinely think one of them is going to knock my socks off. I think. Yeah. I think. Yeah. I think there's going to be 1 item in there. There's going to be 2 or not, and then there's just going to be 1 where I just lose it. The chat erupts. No one's paying attention after this. We're going to get a hell of a specific out of this.
It's all anybody's talking about. And then nobody's laughing at your hilarious specific about your bookshelf.
No, if anything, I'll just become a grim reminder of things that are not that specific.
What if Genetra comes back with an even more impractical bookshelf? And it's just like, it blows that one out of the water. It's circular.
It's so funny.
It's just all like, it'd have to to be any more impractical, it'd have to be just like a bunch of circle saws that just like absolutely just shred books as soon as it touches them.
Did you have to put it together?
I didn't. No, this was the floor. It was like a floor model at CB2. It's all like, it was like insanely on sale. And then they just lugged it away. So so I did not.
Okay.
Nice. Okay. Oh, Genetra, you're back?
I'm back.
Perfect. Okay. So Genetra, your situation is you are a wilderness expert. And you're here to explain why these 3 items that you have are the most important to have when you're out in the wild? Does that make sense?
Yes.
I can't wait.
I can't wait.
I'm just explaining to just like a group of
this is like your YouTube channel, or
yeah, I meant to say that. Yeah, this is your wilderness YouTube channel.
Okay.
Sorry, Genetra Tull.
Hello, everybody out there in said wilderness county. Ha! That county is my county. All right, and that's where you want to be when you're hanging out with me in the wilderness. My name's Jack. Let's get started. Now everybody keeps asking me in the comments, what are the 3 things you need when you're out in the wilderness? All right. What are the 3 things? The only 3 things. And let me tell you, I'm gonna tell you right now. This one is probably the weirdest one. You're gonna be like, why? Honestly, why? Okay. And that is a deck of tarot cards. Okay. Now, what you don't know is that when you're out in the wilderness, you're connected to the spirits, you are then truly connected to the universe. And this is going to tell you what happens that day. Why do you want to know that? Because what if you need to prepare for an attack? Right? Huh? Something's going to come at you. I'll show you. Woman of Wands. Okay. You know what that means? That means you better start building that treehouse now because the ground is going to get sticky. All right. Thing 2, classic applesauce. I prefer the Kroger brand myself. I think it is not as sweet and therefore won't attract as many bees. Okay. So what you're going to use this for, honestly, this is like the tool man's duct tape, okay? You use it for everything, all right? Okay? Right? What are you doing? Setting a trap? Applesauce. Huh? What are you doing? You need to take a nap? How are you going to get to sleep? Applesauce. What do you want for a snack in the morning? Ain't nothing better than this, okay? And I think if you check back a couple of videos, I did cover all the techniques of applesauce. So make sure you go back and check that out. Mm-hmm. My last and final item that I would take, and these things are necessary, okay? When we talk about packing your bag in my next video, these things will be there, okay? So don't be shocked, all right? In the comments. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you, Jason. All right? 1. One house slipper, okay? Preferably looking like a sneaker, okay? It's used as a diversion, okay? It's a diversion tactic. Also, pillow, okay? So make sure you only need one. You only need one. Okay, so don't try to check 2 and then your bag's too heavy. And don't come for me in the comments, okay? 1, all right? And that's it, all right? I'm Jack, your wilderness guide to come back to wilderness land, which is my land, the land that you want to be in.
Tull.
Oversized house slipper. Oversized house slipper. Right now.
All three of those specifics were those items were hilarious and good justification.
Thank you.
I also love the implied backstory that this person has, like, always has people comment for them in the comments.
Yeah.
About it's so defensive. Don't you come for me to come?
I love it.
Maybe a recent scandal. Maybe Jack has had a recent scandal, and the haters are converging.
The haters are converging on Jack. Awesome, you guys. That was great. That was the hypothetical situation. There it is. You guys crushed it. You were high, you were comedians, and you were hilarious. That's what we're doing. Guys, so segment here. We love on I'm Too Up and High you know, to try to do different types of like almost like game showy type of things, like one thing per show. And I'm very excited about this next one. This is the first time we've ever done this one before. And so this will be really fun to roll this out and have you guys do it. This segment is called Weed Goggles.
That's beautiful.
DJ Blue Dream he started feeling DJ-y.
Yeah, felt like hitting some buttons.
Yeah. So Weed Goggles is basically, so we're gonna pit you guys up against each other. I know you guys perform together. I know you guys are friends, but for this next section here, you guys are actually working against each other. And there will be a scoring. There'll be a scoring system and everything. So basically how Weed Goggles works is we're going to have a blurred image for you guys. And the goal is to try to guess what the image is. And each round, the image will become a little bit more clearer. And the first one to guess correctly what the image is wins.
Awesome.
Makes sense?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And right. I know it won't line up necessarily simultaneously because there's maybe a couple seconds delay, but I would like to see people in the audience play against each other in the comments. See if you can, see if you can get it.
All right, here we go.
And we just shout out.
Did you say you wanted to give a shout out?
Sorry, we just shout out.
You can shout out your name to signal that you want to guess.
Got it. Okay.
James thought Nick was saying, hang on. I want to give a shout out.
That's 100% what I thought you said. Okay, so the category is something with a hole in it. That's the category. All right, first one. First one is worth 420 points. 420 points. What'd you say?
Nick. Oh, sorry.
Okay, Nick.
I call it my name.
What do you think it is?
I'm going to say Krispy Kreme donut on a marble counter.
Is that correct?
More specific.
More specific than what you just said?
Where is the marble source from, Nick?
Yes.
So, what kind of donut? What kind of donut?
I'm going to say glazed.
Danny and Sarah have also guessed donut so far in the audience.
Wrong.
All right, Nick, that's minus 420 points. Genetra. This one is for 50 points.
As it gets. You see it?
Right.
Is it a donut with sprinkles?
Guess what?
It is. Genetra, you get 50 points. 50 points for Genetra. Very good. Very good, Genetra. Nick. Buddy, that's a tough one.
And minus 400. Very bad.
No, you took a great swing, though. I loved it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Krispy Kreme donut on a marble counter. Please be more.
Thing that grows. Something that grows. This is the category. All right. Oh, wow. Interesting.
Nick, I'm going with Joshua Tree cactus on it's a decal on a polo shirt.
How many points was this one worth?
420.
Wrong. Minus 420.
Okay, minus 420. Sorry, Nick. That's now you're now negative 840.
Ruined. I'm fucking ruined. Oh my god.
Genetra.
Genetra?
Is this a cactus? A cacti?
Wrong.
Ooh.
Oh, Genetra, that's minus 50 points. So you're at 0, which is still, compared to Nick, incredible.
Oh, fuck! I've got to go for this is a cannabis leaf.
Guess what?
That is correct.
You got it.
All right, Nick gets 25 points.
And that brings you
Mastreani, the drop is insane. 450 to 50 to 25.
Oh yeah,
It's a bizarre fraction.
Don't worry,
Every
because
round,
this
you get
next round,
112.
we're gonna take it up a notch.
Whoa.
And go ahead, sorry.
So now, something that expresses emotion. Now the first one will be worth 710 points. For our weed heads at home, they know 710 is the number for oil or cannabis oil.
And just to award out audience points right now, I think Leland was closest with Fruity Pebbles donut, but not quite. Danny got weed plant right away. So Danny, you got 420 on that.
Well done. All right. Something that expresses emotion. This first one worth 710 points.
Genetra. Is this an emoji?
Can we get more specific?
Producers upstairs.
Specifically, like what kind of marble counter would it be on, or what sort of polo?
Let's say this. Let's say this.
Emoji?
I think you should get some points. James can be the arbiter here. I think you should get some points for getting it. Yes, it is an emoji, and then there should be extra points if we can guess which emoji it is.
All right.
She should get 1/9. Sorry, but she should get 1/9 of the.
No, Nick, this is my show.
No.
Is it?
Genetra should get.
Is it the shocked emoji? The one that's like. Is it that one?
No.
Genetra, you're gonna get 710 points. And then
kidding,
no bonus for getting it right. But Nick, I'll give you 500 points if you can guess which emoji it is.
Oh, I think it's hard eyes.
Oh, okay. Very good.
Yeah, it's 500.
My first guess, I think it got just a little bit clear, but my first guess was going to be shocked horny emoji of. Like you're shocked that someone makes you horny. When you're shocked that someone makes you horny, you give them that, and it'll like you're blown away.
You know what, Nick? You get an extra 100 points because that was a very funny observation. That's an extra 100 points.
So the scores right now are Nick with 415 and Genetra with 710, and we're going into the final round here.
Great. Also, Sarah and our audience get 710 for getting hard eyes emoji before either Nick or Genetra.
Okay.
So Sarah in the lead, Danny with 420, Leland with I would say an honorary 300. Because she got the donuts. Almost got the donuts.
Yeah. Usually worth 42% of the points.
All right.
Final
one here. Someone who is high. That's the category.
Nick, and where my mind honestly went, a dead prom couple. A dead prom couple. Ushered through the
Is that correct?
No, but I think he should get half of the points for that one.
Whoa.
Okay, Nick, half of 710 is like 355, I believe.
That's great. I welcome it.
All right, 355 points. Genetra?
Making the lead.
Oh, it's a married couple. They're getting married. Married. I think these two are getting married.
Andrew, is that correct?
Nope.
No.
Okay, Genetra, that is minus 200 points.
It's your show.
Right.
It's your show.
Oh, God damn it.
That's right. I want to say Sarah in the audience gets it again already. I know.
Oh, is that Sarah Michelle Gellar and Freddie Prinze Jr.?
No.
Unreal.
Oh no, I don't know who these people are, and I'm so sorry to these people. Who should I know them?
You absolutely should. That's my prom picture.
Oh.
How?
Nick's so
The
good
fuck?
on prom.
How did you get my prom picture? That's so funny.
We were going to use it on a different game, and we never did. And it was just
Oh,
sitting on my
really?
desktop for like...
Oh, my God. That's really funny.
Man,
shout out to Amanda Oglensky, who was my prom date almost 2002, almost 20 years ago. Yeah.
Hey,
Wow.
for what it's worth, people thought you were Freddie Mercury, Leo and Kate, Cheech from Cheech and Chong, but Sarah got it almost right away. Just said James Mastreani. Sarah, you win the audience with 1,420.
Damn.
How perfect.
Wow.
She fucking crushed everybody.
Crushed.
and in between Nick and Genetra, Nick with 770, Genetra with 510.
Oh.
Pretty close.
Congratulations, Nick.
Wow. That's gonna
Genetra,
come out in
Wow.
the next JV show is gonna be tense.
Mm.
It's gonna be tense.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's going to be like the Metallica therapy documentary. Lots of
People
process,
in the
lots to
audience
unpack.
are, yeah. Why does Nick keep like tagging out people and saying, what do I look like now? What do I look like?
What do you see in me? What do you see?
That was great, guys. That was Weed Goggles. Let's check in before we go to this last challenge for you guys. Let's just check in with DJ Blue Dream for DJ Blue Dream's Good Vibes Minute.
I'm picking up good vibrations.
Good vibes,
She's giving me the excitation.
not bad vibes. Bad vibes, get out of here.
DJ Blue Dream's Good Vibes Minute.
Okay, so I just want to actually share something that very soothing, beautiful little images, as all these are. These are
Nice.
from a few years ago. It's this guy who does sandcastles. His medium as an artist is sandcastles, and it's really fascinating to me because it's truly the ultimate in making disposable art, which is not, I guess, dissimilar to improv and stuff in a way. But he is a modernist in his sensibilities, so he makes like modernist sandcastles, and they're pretty cool. Yeah, let's just take a look. They're just lovely to look at. Like, here's one of them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Cool.
Yeah, he's really good. Calvin Siebert is his name, from Rockaway Beach in Queens. Look at that guy right there. Just like really little architectural marvels, but
Very cool.
doesn't understand. Yeah.
I wonder how
yeah.
long
long like one of them takes. Does he say?
I think he does. Let me scroll up and see. Building sandcastles is a bit of a test. Nature will always be against you, and time is always running out. Having to think
12
fast and
minutes. Oh my
Yeah, I
God.
I don't know. But you
It takes
can check his
no
stuff
work
out.
or skill, he says. It takes no work. My God. My God.
Look at this guy.
A thoughtless act of
holy shit.
These are amazing.
Whoa, I basically shit them out, says Calvin.
Do you like it? Because I basically just...
This is insane. Is this person an actual, like, are they an architect or are they just an artist?
It says an artist.
Just an artist. Are they just an artist?
Are they just artists?
Is that all?
Yes. It says just artist Calvin Seabird, but look, I mean, they're just like gorgeous, and he just keeps making them.
It's amazing.
It's that's him right there. It's just a cool idea of like, I like the idea that someone is making art that goes away so quickly. I mean, we get to enjoy it in pictures, but it's not the same, obviously. But just keeps doing it. I don't know. Yeah, that's it. That's a good vibes. That's your good vibes minute.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Good.
When you guys were looking at those though, was there a small part of you that just really wanted to run through them?
Oh no, the opposite. I shied away.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Like, the lines are clean. I'm gonna be over.
The lines are clean. Yeah, yeah. I would give it such a wide berth.
There's a there's a part of me that just wants to like jump through one of those things.
Yeah,
yeah. I don't know why. Not to be a dick. Not to be like, but because it looks fun.
Right.
It just looks fun to jump into a
tactile.
Yeah.
No, my mind went to protect.
The goose.
I have to protect it.
That's why everybody calls you Mother Goose.
Mother Goose. Just a museum guard. I'm an unasked for museum guard around that beach.
Museum guard. That's funny.
Just shitty tan, just like awful. My skin looks awful. I'm just.
Awesome. Those are good vibes, man. Good vibes. So we're gonna do this last segment here, and actually, so this last segment will just be the two of you guys. So DJ Blue Dream and I can turn our cameras off in a second once we give it to you. Because it's kind of going to be you guys taking over here. This segment is called Marijuana Log.
To be or not to be?
Super high right now.
That is the question.
High character monologue.
Quiet sound effect for a quiet show.
Yeah, segment, right. So, you guys are cannabis royalty. You are the High King and the High Queen of all of Kingdom Kush, basically. And you're here together, coming out to issue your yearly decrees on how to keep good vibes flowing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
So the High King and the High Queen, and you guys are coming out onto your little like your castle like balcony thing that they always come out on. And these are the decrees to keep the good vibes flowing.
Kingdom Kush is in flames. Our people die in the streets. Cry out. Hear those cries.
We stand above you, looking down on the apocalypse at our feet. And we want you to know we see you.
Our ants lie face down, dead in kush. Friends and family wither to buds. But we are with you. We see you.
Yes. The stems are dry. Yes. The land is crisp. We get that.
The THC burns sulfur in our mouths. Skulls of our ancestors cramped into soil. We have not only lost any hope of a future, we have erased our past. And in that, we want to say,
be cool,
oh,
be easy.
Be easy.
I think we did good today.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ah, that's marijuana logged.
Be cool, be easy.
What great advice. Great advice. Well, guys, this is a blast. It's so fun to have you both back on.
Thanks for having us. Thanks for having us.
What a great
Colorado,
time.
California.
Yeah, Colorado, California, COCA, Coca.
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 Is JV doing any shows or any or anything online? Or are you guys waiting for the theater to come back?
So we have at some point we're going to be doing one of the UCB stream shows. But if you'd like to see us, our most recent thing, and Genetra and I are both on it. You can check out Casey Faye's "Everyone Bailed," and every member of JV does a little phone call in improvised bit with Casey.
Nice,
cool.
That's great. Yeah, that's a really funny podcast. How about personally? Do you guys have any social media or anything like that you want people to follow you on, Genetra?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at Genetra T. That's where I post mostly.
Awesome.
Yeah.
How about
and you can find me at Nick Mandernach, Instagram, Twitter, and you can watch Duncanville on Hulu. You should check that out. All episodes of the first season. Should check the show out.
It's so fun. It's such a fun show.
It's a blast.
So many people from the comedy world that our viewers probably know are do the voices on that show.
Nick, I missed it. Could you say the name again?
Yes, Duncanville on Hulu. First season is out now.
Nice. Yeah, check it out. Check it out.
Yeah, and I'll only mention this because it was already in the comments. Leland mentioned it, or someone mentioned it to Leland. Asian AF has a show tomorrow. If you feel like tuning in, Saturday at I want to say 8 or something like that. I don't know. Leland, you can correct me. Maybe 7. 7. Thank you. 7. It's a super fun show. So tune in if you want to see us. Do some improv.
Where at?
AsianAFshow.com should get you there. Yeah.
Great.
It'll get you there. And like we were saying at the top of the episode, you know, consider maybe donating to some organizations that are doing good work right now. Minnesota Freedom Fund, there we go. ACLU. Also Know Your Rights Camp, which is Colin Kaepernick's organization, is funding legal fees right now, and I think that's I threw some money their way, and I hope you will too in the audience, please.
Yeah, and check on your friends. Check on your friends.
Check on your friends.
Check on your friends.
Good call. Good call. Yeah. We'll be back Tuesday at 6 p.m. for a producer's episode with a special guest. As we always do, we'll be getting high with them and having them do some fun games and challenges and such. And check out umtoupandhigh.com again, or at umtoupandhigh on Twitter or Instagram. Yeah, that's about it, you guys. This has been
and just want to do a quick shout out.
No, we gotta go. I'm sorry. Cut his mic. Cut his mic. Stay 2 up and high, you guys. We'll see you next Tuesday.